Welcome to the first ever Scents of the Season series with me, Shevah, and Perfuming Intentions. And the aroma molecule I'm talking about today is frankincense. Now, this botanical is so important to just about everything. This happens to be one of my favorite essential oils. And I just paused for a second because I think I might say that with all of them, but this one, like if I had to say which one of these expresses everything, if you had to pick one essential oil and live on a stranded island, I would pick frankincense. It's also known as boswellia or olibanum, and it generally has, gosh, how many different species are there? I would say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8 different species of frankincense. The one that I love the most is frankincense sacra. It is a very sweet, light, almost floral aroma, but I digress. Let me just give you an overview of frankincense. First, when punctured, it will produce these tears, and the tears are known as resin. And the resin can then be used in a mortar or pestle. It can be burned in incense, and it can also be moved into an essential oil or absolute. So people have traveled far and wide. From biblical times, frankincense was on the spice trade route, and it was one of the main spices traded. It has this beautiful, fresh, warm, resinous, coniferous, peppery notes with undertones of citrus and orange, and it is so comforting. I think that frankincense has almost an adaptogenic quality to it because it is the only essential oil that can truly be applied at every single chakra. So if you're making a chakra blend, doesn't matter what chakra it is, put frankincense in it and it always goes. I carry frankincense around with me because it instantly provides me the ability to get grounded and centered. Frankincense has been used historically for religious ceremonies, for sacred moments. So the way frankincense is harvested is they will go to these trees which have this milky appearance, and the tears themselves actually have a milky appearance. But okay, so let's go back to how they do it. They slash the bark, and then it starts to, which they call stripping, and then it allows the resin to be excreted, and then they bleed out and harden, and they also do this tapping to extract the resin from the tree, and it needs a lot of intense sunlight. So in essence, when you use frankincense, you are applying and using concentrated solar energetic power. These tears are actually considered the blood of the tree and crystallized drops of sunlight. It's just this wonderful protective quality. The tears also have this milky quality. In fact, in Arabic, they call it el labanan, and in Hebrew, it's called lavana, and it means like that milky, white of nurturing qualities. And this is why frankincense is so treasured all over the world, for the ability to cleanse the air, for it to be able to bring comfort. It's used in so many rituals. It was used in death burial practices in Egypt. So as I was telling you, there are many species of frankincense. So, of course, frankincense sacra, my favorite, comes from the Oman region of Saudi Arabia. Then the frankincense frerana grows in northern Somalia. Carteret also comes from South Arabia, Somalia. So you might be surprised to learn that the biggest exporters of frankincense are Ethiopia, which trades about 4,000 tons of frankincense every year. This is all the more remarkable because a single tree which resin is harvested will typically yield about 200 to 300 grams of frankincense a year. They can only tap that tree about 3 times a year. It is starting to become over tapped and over harvested. So it is true that frankincense will soon become an endangered species because it is so widely used. So more sustainable practices have begun because of the damage to the trees from over harvesting. The Boswellia trees have this really immense root system. Like, they are so connected to each other again, which is why I think they have just such a holy, sacred presence. Also because these tears are hand harvested. So frankincense just has so many wonderful qualities to it. If I'm going to go through the whole chakra system, you'll be able to see what frankincense can do at each energetic center in the body and why it's so powerful. So if I were, really pressed to tell you which chakra the frankincense goes best with, I would say all of them, but I would have to specifically say first chakra, root, and 6th and 7th chakra, third eye and crown. But it's great at any chakra. My oils, I use frankincense in just root and third eye. I try to be a little sparing because I love it so much. I could have used it everywhere. But let's talk about root chakra. So the reason why it's so great at the root, it's a foundational thing. Remember, I was telling you it's like crystallized sunshine. So it helps with blood circulation and the immune system strengthening. It's an antiseptic. It heals scars and wounds, and it regenerates healthy cells. Isn't the energetics of frankincense are so literally how it is procured? A scar is made, a cut is made in the tree, and it bleeds and then it heals over. And that constituent that creates that tear, that also heals us. It's like we were meant to be together. So that brings us to sacral chakra, the second. And this is, the birthing center. This is great. In Chinese medicine, it's used for menstrual issues. It's used for soothing stretch marks and healing wrinkles. Also really profoundly amazing at healing deep emotional wounds. Now that brings us to the solar plexus, the third chakra. And that is, it's amazing because frankincense can speed up the secretion of digestive juices, and it can also help with gases and indigestion. And then the heart, this is where it really works on the emotional level of calming, balancing, grounding, which helps promote acceptance and harmony. Then there's the throat. Then there's the throat. And the frankincense is amazing because it's a powerful expectorant for respiratory issues like bronchitis, or helps to relieve congestion and bronchial issues, good for like cold, flu. Then the third eye, which in my perfumes I call vision, this is used in so many world religions as a incense. The smoke or the scent can really help transcend and guide a person into a meditative state. And then that brings us to crown, which allows us, well, first of all, it's also been known to help alleviate headache, tension, and it clears space, and it helps to rejuvenate and strengthen the energetics and the aura of a person and a space. So who is this frankincense? I mean, if this was an archetype, like a personality, which is what I do with all my constituents. They're cute. They're animated. They come to life for me. So frankincense is my dearest, oldest, most loyal friend. A male personality, like a masculine personality with a deep, resonance voice. And he, just when he walks in the room, he brings this calm and peace, like everything's going to be okay. He's a spiritual leader. I kind of see him as a rabbi, and I believe that he just has such a gentle touch, and is really soothing. He's great to have at wedding ceremonies, because when your family goes cuckoo, I mean, he just like brings this calm, peaceful notion to the space and like puts everyone at ease. So I always love inviting him as clergy to weddings, which is why frankincense is one of the main ingredients in my wedding anxiety anecdote. Okay, back to him. He also has, regardless of his ethnicity, he comes with this milky quality to his skin. It's just like a cappuccino with like foam, a nurturing energy. Even though the groundedness, remember frankincense and that root system I was telling you about, that connectedness, there's a lot going on under the surface. He's quiet. He's not gonna like be the big star of the show. He's gonna kind of sit in the back and hold energy for the space. So in your blends, I love inviting frankincense in to kind of hold the space of the composition. He's so great at harmonizing some of the aroma chemicals that are a little bit boop, 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 too pointy, and he just kind of in and soothes the whole thing. So he's a great fixative quality in your compositions, and he always brings this regalness, this sophistication to your perfumes. So I want to end with why I'm talking about frankincense today, and it is because it is been told every year that this is one of the gifts that was brought to baby Jesus by the 3 wise men. And I see frankincense literally as the wise man, coming and being a gift to the world, bringing that crystallized sunshine right into that crib. And I think that star that they were following was actually beaming from the frankincense itself. That's just my own little version of it. But like, if you were going to give a really, really holy gift to someone really special and you want to protect them at every energetic center, go with a really high quality frankincense sacra and show them how to use it. Let them be able to use it in a room diffuser during the holidays. Allow them to be able to make it, add it to some of your body creams, add it to your bath blend. It's such a way to calm yourself during the busyness of the holidays and make frankincense your friend.
Frankincense, a perfume and a pure incense, brought here as a symbol of his holiness.